Yep, there we go.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. So, haven't got uploaded for 2 days because I missed a step going down the stairs.
Someone hasn't figured out how to walk downstairs yet.
No.
Not me.
So, we're back. And I've had a few questions about the Visa card.
Yeah.
So, if there's a mistake that we kind of made with an announcement of certain of the order that we were going to do the fathers. So there's the hint, and you guys can go out and I think we started on Tuesday or Monday.
I think so. I don't know.
Of last week, and it's
We may have started on Monday because we started with God the Father.
Right. So there you go.
Anyway,
you can get caught up, and
you'll know right away.
You'll know right away when we say something. You'll be like, oh, and then you'll have to go back and figure it out. But there you go. That's all we're saying.
Okay.
So we
What are we talking about tonight?
Now we're talking about Abraham.
Abraham.
Who was
a lot of stuff on him.
Whole bunch of stuff. So we all know the song Father Abraham had many sons. So we're gonna start with him and his dad. His dad took them. They lived in Ur. Y-U-Y-R.
You are.
It's U-R. What'd I say?
Why?
Why not? Knock, knock. In Ur. And so basically, the whole thing starts in Genesis 12. And it goes all the way through. And originally, they were actually Abram and Sarai. S-A-R-A-I.
Yeah.
And if you go further into Genesis 17, that's when God said, change his name to Abraham and Sarah. So, to try to make this quick and easy.
We're just kind of talking about what he's really...
Right.
What most people know about him.
Here's the lowdown.
Yeah.
It says in here, and this is where it starts, Genesis 12. And the Lord said to Abram, I just knocked that over. Read this to you, and that'll give you the gist of what it was God was asking Abraham to do. So the Lord had said to him, go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse, and all the peoples on earth will be blessed through you. So Abraham is also said in the Bible that was God's friend. And if we didn't have Abraham, because the facts of Abraham are this. Abraham had Sarah, who had Isaac, which we all know we'll have to go into Isaac, right. But he's like, back in the Old Testament, that's the one who got everything. Then all the kids. So we have Genesis 12 starts where Abraham, Sarah, they have Isaac. Those are direct ancestors for Jesus Christ. Then Abraham, Sarah, and Isaac, then they went to Israel. Those were the first people and the first ancestors in Israel. Got that? Because Abraham's, his faith was...
He had an amazing faith. Yes, it was.
Unbelievable. I mean, he was willing to sacrifice his son for Jesus and his faith. And it was replaced with the ram, but still, his faith was so strong. That's what God commanded, so he was willing to follow God's commands.
When Isaac was 12, God told Abraham to take him up on the mountain and sacrifice him.
Yep. No.
And Abraham did it.
So, through their faith, they were considered also like wanderers because they went all around Israel, like all around here. And they got to eventually Jerusalem, and that's where King David, Solomon, and Messiah were. Yeah. Then, if it weren't for Father Abraham and his faith, then we know that in weary times we could not be able to worship Jesus today because Jesus would not have had the pure lineage of God's plan in which he was born. The whole Testament starts with Genesis 12, starts everything and God's prophecies. There's going to be another guy coming who's my son. So, Abraham, these are your kids, and go forth and multiply, literally. which is why they say our song, he had many sons. So that's kind of like really who he was. They came from your. He did everything that God asked. He had, like I said, God's children. God actually considered him a friend.
Yeah.
He's called God's friend in the Bible. And
Just an amazing,
Dude,
and
I
his
can
wife
go
was faithful
forever.
too. Yeah, you have to figure because in the Bible it starts at 12,
Yeah.
but it goes all the way to chapter 22. Still
So-
talking about Abraham and Sarah, so you can imagine
it's a lot.
there's a lot. So if
But
you want to know more,
The main
go
thing
read about him.
is that if we didn't have Abraham and Sarah, who God then said, this is what's going to happen
Yeah.
eventually, which is really cool because, everybody's like, well, the Messiah is really, go back to the Old Testament, and God already had this planned.
That's right. It was
So-
already there.
God has things planned, and it was really cool because I didn't put that all together. Like,
Yeah,
the
it
way they
was-
described it, how
yeah.
without Abraham and them, there's no direct line from God to Jesus.
No. One of the things that God told Abraham is that he would make his descendants as many as there are stars in the sky.
And they're all good.
So,
But-
and he is known as, that's who he is.
So here, he's there. Abraham, if we were in my Bible group, we would do a month,
Yeah.
4 lessons, an hour and a half long on Abraham. So we just broke it down really quick. There's a whole
There it
lot of
is.
details and a whole lot of other stuff. And his other sons that were, I know you guys are going to remember, you're going to know these names. You guys, I know have heard of Ishmael. And what was the other one? Is his name? Ishmael? I just like his
Isaac
name.
and Ishmael are the two
Those
that
are the
people
two.
will know.
But Isaac was
Yeah.
left all of Abraham's,
He's the one who got
inherited everything. Yeah. So, that's just a quick lowdown on Abraham.
Okay.
And like she said, if you want to know more, go to Genesis 12 and start reading. And I never knew that they was born a different name, and that God changed it in Genesis 17.
Okay.
So that is how we have Father Abraham, because we're all we're all descendants of him
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
Well, that was hard to cut down, but we did it. So
There we
it's
go.
Saturday. I hope you guys remember that we can go to church tomorrow, and we do have all of the safety guidelines.
That's right.
We have sanitized the sanctuary, and we look forward to seeing everybody slowly start coming back into church. But if you're not, then here we are. We have live streaming, and God doesn't close, and we're not going anywhere. So
And live streaming is still there for church services.
yeah.
Christ Lutheran Church, West Covina. So,
And with that, we're
Let's
gonna go ahead
say
and
a prayer.
say those 3 amazing words. We need to
Right.
say more than once a day, because man, God has a plan, and it's awesome.
all right.
All right, let's put our hands together. Bow your heads.
Thank you, Jesus.
Amen. God bless y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. I have no remembrance of which father is next that we're going to talk about, but I'll look it up.
And then we'll go from there.
You guys have a great evening.
Good night, everybody. Have a good evening.
Night.